प्रविश्यामवाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चाप्रता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। 53 आकाशेन शिखी समस्तफणिनां नेत्राकलापी नतानुग्राहि प्रणवोपदेशनिनदैः केहीति योगीयते श्यामां शैलसमुद्भवां घनरुचिं दृष्ट्वा नटन्तं मुदा वेदान्तोपवने विहाररसिकं तं नीलकण्ठं भजे। सन्ध्यारम्भर्मदिनात्ययो हरिकया घातप्रभूता नखध्वानो वारिदगर्जितं दिविषदां दृष्टिच्छटा चञ्चला भक्तानां परितोषबाष्पविदतिः वृष्टिर्मयूरी शिवा यस्मिन्नुज्ज्वलताण्डवं विजयते तं नीलकण्ठं भजे। आद्यायामित तेजसे श्रुतिपदैर्वेद्याय साध्यायते विद्यानन्दमयात्मने त्रिजगतः संरक्षणोद्योगिने ध्येयायाखिलयोगिभिः सुरगणैर्ध्येयाय मायाविने सम्यक् ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय जटिने सेयं नतिशम्भवे नित्याय त्रिगुणात्मने पुरजिते कात्यायनीश्रेयसे सत्यायादिकुटुम्बिने मुनिमनः प्रत्यक्षचिन्मूर्तये मायासृष्टजगत्त्रयाय सकलां मायान्तसञ्चारिणे सायं ताण्डवसम्भ्रमाय जटिने सेयं नतिशम्भवे नित्यं सोदरपूरणाय सकलानुद्दिश्य वित्ताशया व्यर्थं पर्यटनं करोमि भवतः सेवां न जाने विभो मज्जन्मान्तरपुण्यपाकपदतः त्वं सर्वसर्वान्तरः तिष्ठस्येव हि तेन वा पशुपते ते रक्षणीयोऽस्म्यहम्। 57 we completed. So in this verse he says tvam sharva sarvantaraha tishtasi tena va pashupati. Tvam sharva sarvantaraha. The word sharva is occurring in Vishnu Sahasranama also. Sarva sharva shivasthanuhu, right at the beginning. Sarvaha sharvaha, both words are used to refer to Vishnu. Sharvaha means Srinati So it comes from that. So Srinati means himsati. So when does Parameshwara do? Of course, he is considered as a Samhara Murti. Therefore, you can think of Parameshwara to be Sharvaha. So Vishnu is Rakshati. How do you call him Sharvaha? So Srinati, Himsati, you can even take to be Vinashayati. So you can extend it. So Vinashayati, Pidayati, etc. So Kim Pidayati? Pidayati is okay. Kim Pidayati, Kena Hetuna Pidayati. So that is what is important. Okay. So some people may feel, I am Guruhu Pidayati. Some people may feel Mata Pidayati. See, these are all possible. Okay. But the Pida is for some good cause. So here Srinati means, so Parameshwaraha or Vishnu. So Pidayati, Nashayati, Kim Nashayati, Chittagata Malan Nashayati. So that is how one can understand. So by dhyana, so he enables you to get rid of all kalmasha. So that nashayati, and therefore Sharva you can take. Parameshwara literally you can take. Vishnu also you can think of that way. Vishnor na, there is a verse, Vishnor nameva pumsam shamalam apanudati. That is how it starts. Vishnor nameva pumsam shamalam apanudati. Apanudati, just make you get rid of the mala in your buddhi. So tat pidayati. Tvam sharva sarvantaraha tishthasyevahi. So earlier you found various verses describing Shiva and Mallikarjuna here, there, etc. This verse which we just saw in the previous class, he says sarvantaraha tisthasi. So you are not elsewhere. Sarvantaraha tisthasi. You are the Antaryami. You have this Antaryami Brahmana in Upanishad. Yontaroya mayati. So Antaraha tishthan yamayati. So he makes people function by being the force within. So here he is described as Tvam Sharva Sarvantaraha Tisthasi. So Sarvantaraha Tisthasi Tenava Pashupati. So you are here, you are staying with me. Okay. Sarvantaraha Tisthasi. So if I am in trouble, then you are also in trouble. So better save me. Okay. Tenava Pashupati. Te rakshaniyaha aham asmi. So everyone will do Atma Raksha. So even for that reason, at least for that reason, you have to see. You can take it that way. Anyway, Tvam Sharva Sarvantaraha Tishthasyevahi Tenava Pashupate Te Rakshaniyosmyaham. I am supposed to be protected by you. So this is what the previous verse is. Now let us start the next verse, 58. Eko varijabandhavaha Eko varijabandhavaha Eko varijabandhavaha Kshidinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam Kshidinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam Kshidinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam Bhitva lochana gocharo pibhavati Bhitva lochana gocharo pibhavati Bhitva lochana gocharo pibhavati Tvam koti surya prabha Tvam koti surya prabha Tvam koti surya prabha Vedyah kinna bhavasya ho ghanataram Vedyah kinna bhavasya ho ghanataram. Vedyah kinna bhavasya ho ghanataram. Kidrik bhaven mattamaha. Kidrik bhaven mattamaha. Kidrik bhaven mattamaha. Tatsarvam vyapaniya me pashupate. Tatsarvam vyapaniya me pashupate. Tatsarvam vyapaniya me pashupate. Sakshat prasanno bhava. Sakshat prasanno bhava. Sakshat prasanno bhava. Eko varija bandhavaha kshitinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam. Varija bandhavaha. Varija bandhu. Who is varija bandhu? Varija is same as jalaja. Okay. So vari, varini, varini. So water. So varija. Oh, there was a student called Varija here. So Varija. So Varija means Jalaja. So Varija Bandhavaha means it refers to Surya. So relative. See, this term itself should indicate to us that by virtue of being relative, you have to please others. The way we have this phrase, so this kutumba generally we say who are related to each other. So varija bandhavaha, vasudhaiva kutumbakam. So everyone is connected with every other entity. It is a much at a larger level. There is an infinite depth. So you have to care for every being. That is the ultimate thing. So but here sun is described as varija bandhavaha. So because he pleases, but he pleases is something which is understood by us when the lotus blooms. Okay? So when you go and meet somebody, the other's face has to bloom. See, it should not shrink. So that is how you have to conduct yourself. Eko varija bandhavaha. Now the sun is described as varija bandhu. He says there is only one sun. Eko varija bandhavaha. What does he do? He says kshitinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam. Vyaptam means pervaded. So what is pervaded? Kshitinabha. Kshitinabha here refers to Kshiti is Prithvi, Nabhaha is Akasha. So Kshitinabho vyaptam. So Kshitischa Nabhascha. Kshitinabhasi. Nabha, Nabhasi, Nabhamsi. Kshitinabho vyaptam means that which is pervading from Prithvi to Nabhaha. So he is basically visualizing sun somewhere in the space, and between the earth and the sun there is a huge space, and this space is sort of illuminated by the sun's rays, and because of that tamo mandalam bhitva. Bhitva means having shattered. So this tamas between the Surya Mandala and the Bhumandala is shattered by the rays of the sun. And since that is shattered, you are able to see the sun. This is the picture here. Kshitinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam bhitva. Lochana gocharo bhavati. Lochana means eyes. Gochara means Vishaya. So there is a prasa kind of a thing. Locha, ocha, gocha. There also this. Okay. So lochana gocharopi bhavati. So lochana gocharaha bhavati means drishti vishayo bhavati. Kaha drishti vishayo bhavati? Varija bandhavaha. So the sun, having shattered the thick darkness, so that is intervening between its orb, rather, not orbit, its orb and the Bhumandala. So having shattered that becomes tangible to me. Okay? Drishti vishayo bhavati. Eko varija bandhavaha kshiti nabho vyaptam tamo mandalam bhitva. Tamo mandalam means you can think of a huge sphere of darkness. So the huge sphere of darkness is something which will be evident when the sun sets. When the sun sets, all that you can see is so a huge sphere of darkness. In that you will see some soft spots of light in the sky. So Ratram. So therefore the description is Tamo Mandalam. Prithvi Tamo Mandalena Vyapta. So it is completely pervaded. But the Tamo Mandala is something which is shattered by the rays of the sun. And Saha Drishti Vishayo Bhavati. This is what it describes. Kshitinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam bhitva lochana gocharo bhavati. Now, the other part is what is important here. Tvam koti surya prabha. So he describes Parameshwara as Tvantu koti surya prabha. So he has some light. So koti surya prabha you can understand by the phrase. In the previous verse he was describing, he is the Antaryami, and therefore any illuminating object that you can think, see, there are millions of stars, all of them derive light from you. So Tvam Koti Surya Prabhaha. Now he says Vedyah Kinna Bhavasyaho. Tvantu Vedyahana Bhavasi. One sun which derives light from you, it is able to shatter the Tamo Mandala and is becoming evident to me. You seem to be Koti Surya Prabha, but you are not seen by me. Vedyah Kinna Bhavasyaho. Aho Tvam Kutaha Vedyahana Bhavasi. Then he says, Ghanataram Kidrik Bhaven Mattamaha. Mattamaha Kidrik Bhavet. So here, the idea you have to understand is, the previous verse and this verse, there is a connection. Sun is an external object. Sun is an external object. And an external sphere of darkness is shattered by, and then you are able to see. Now in the previous verse he was describing Rameshwara as Antaryami, Sarvantaraha. So you are inside itself. So you are inside itself. And you should actually become evident. Suppose you say Sukha, Dukha, etc. They are all Antara Vishesha. It is becoming evident or not? It is becoming evident. But as far as this entity is concerned, Parameshwara, the Sarvantaryami, he is not evident to me. I am unable to see you, perceive you. Therefore he says, Kidrik Bhaven Mattamaha. So what kind of, so in spite of being so far, one sun is able to shed away all the darkness and I am able to see it. So you are a Koti Surya Prabha, metaphorically, and you are inside itself, not even far off. So there is some thick darkness, and the Tamaha is preventing me to have a vision of you. Okay? So, Tvam Koti Surya Prabha Tishthasyevahi. Kutra Tishtasi? Mama Hridayeva Tishtasi. Even then I am unable to see you. Ghanataram. Therefore, the only reason I can think of is there is an andhakara which is preventing me from recognizing you. Okay? And what do I speak of this andhakara? Mat tamaha kidrig bhavet. It is indescribable, like a black hole. Okay. Kidrig bhaven mat tamaha. Tat sarvam. So if I were to have a vision of you, then it is up to you. You have to eliminate the darkness. Tat sarvam vyapaniya. I cannot do anything. He Pashupate. Tat sarvam vyapaniya me Pashupate sakshat prasanno bhava. May you be pleased with me. And then eradicate all this darkness, so which seems to be of infinite thickness. Okay? So it is unable, I am unable to see you. So it is up to you to finish this darkness and make you evident to me. Okay? This is what?
Ghanataram mattamaha ghanataram.
Mattamaha kidrig ghanataram bhavet. Kidrig ghanataram bhavet. How dense it is. So it is an exclamation. Read. Eko varijabandhavaha krishinabho vyaptam tamo mandalam bhitva lochana gocharo vibhavati tvam koti surya prabha vedyah kinna bhavasyaho ghanataram kidrig bhaven mattamaha tat sarvam vyapaniya me Pashupate sakshat prasanno bhava. There are a couple of interesting verses which describe a similar thing, okay, with nice similes. I will tell that. See. So this verses Chintamanihi, 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 Sphatikajati rachetanopi, Sphatikajati rachetanopi, Sphatikajati rachetanopi, Kalpadrumaha, Kalpadrumaha, Kathina Kashtha Vinirmitopi, Kathina Kashtha Vinirmitopi, Kathina Kashtha Vinirmitopi, Tiryagdashamapi gata, Tiryagdashamapi gata, Tiryagdashamapi gata, Kilaka madhenuhu, Kilaka madhenuhu, Kilaka madhenuhu, Bhagyairabhishta phaladaha, Bhagyairabhishta phaladaha, Bhagyairabhishta phaladaha, Kritinam bhavanti, Kritinam bhavanti, Kritinam bhavanti. This is the first verse. Chintamanihi. So Chintamanihi is something. So here basically he prays to Parameshwara that may the darkness go away, but it doesn't seem to be going away from me. This darkness is basically avidya. So however much Vedanta keeps crying from the rooftop that So, muncha abhimanam dehendriyadishu. It doesn't go away. Right? So, that is the point. So, therefore, he is saying, so abhishtadaha bhavanti. So, you become abhishtada for me. This is the prarthana. Here he is saying, another poet in a different way. Chintamanihi sphatika jati. So, this is basically some achetana, right? So, this Chintamani, Kamadhenu, so Kalpadruma, these are three entities which are Samaya Prasiddha, which are Vishilding. They are Vishilding in spite of being achetanas. So, he is just trying to say in a slightly different way. Chintamanihi sphatika jatihi achetanopi. So, the stone which is achetana, that also abhishtada. Okay. Next he is saying kalpadrumaha kathina kashtha vinirmitopi. This tree, Vishilding tree. So though it is just a log of wood, even then kathina kashtha vinirmitopi. Chintamanihi, though it is achetana, and kalpadruma, though it is simple piece of wood. Then tiryagdashama pigata kilaka madhenu. This kamadhenu, tiryagdasham gata means it is not even a human being, it is a tiryagdantu. Tiryagdantu means which grows horizontally. So even this tiryagdantu kamadhenu abhishtadaha. So bhagyaihi abhishtaphaladaha kritinam bhavanti. Kritinam means punyakritam. So those who have done some punya for them, so they give whatever they seek for. It is not obtained by everybody. If it is obtained anyway, it is abhishtadaha bhavanti. So one in spite of being a chetana, the other in spite of being a piece of wood, the third in spite of being a tiryagdantu. If you have bhagya, then they bless you with what you want. Okay, kritinam abhishtadaha bhavanti. Bhagyaihi. So now this only means, so I am a hatabhagya. So I am a hatabhagya in spite of being. So in the next verse is interesting. So this is abhishtada bhavanti. Now he says, Tvantu Prabho, Tvantu Prabho, Tvantu Prabho, Tribhuvanika Maheshwaropi, Tribhuvanika Maheshwaropi, Tribhuvanika Maheshwaropi, Paryapta Shaktirapi, Paryapta Shaktirapi, Paryapta Shaktirapi, Purna Kriparnavopi, Purna Kriparnavopi, Purna Kriparnavopi, Akrandatopi, 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 Karunam Vidhivanchitasya, Karunam Vidhivanchitasya, Karunam Vidhivanchitasya, Tyaktadarosi, 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 Mama Darshanamatrakepi, Mama Darshanamatrakepi, Mama Darshanamatrakepi. These two verses as a pair are very beautiful, so that's why it's connected. I was just trying to share with you. He says, these are all things which I described. They themselves are Vishilding. Tvantu, on the other hand, who are you? Tribhuvanika Maheshwaropi. Tvantu Prabho. Tribhuvanika Maheshwara. Eka Maheshwara. You are the Supreme Lord for all the three worlds. Tvantu Prabho Tribhuvanika Maheshwaropi, Paryapta Shaktirapi, Purna Kriparnavopi. You can't tell that I don't have enough powers to bless you. Okay? Paryapta Shaktirapi. Then he says, Purna Kriparnavopi. Not only that, people describe you as an ocean of compassion in spite of being ocean of compassion, in spite of possessing all the powers to bless me. Then what is happening? So you can say that this fellow did not seek and therefore I did not give. No, that is also not true. I am keeping on crying. See, ahakrandatopi karunam. Okay, karunam akrandatopi. I am just crying, seeking for your blessing. Akrandatopi karunam. What happened? Vidhivanchitaha. See, vidhivanchitasya. So there is something which in the providence which prevents this from happening. Akrandatopi karunam vidhivanchitasya tyaktadarosi mama darshanamatrakepi tyaktadaraha. You do not even give your vision. I am unable to see you. Your sight itself has become very difficult for me. So in spite of being compassionate, you need not bless with other resources. Just come and appear in front of me. So in my manodarpana, I want to see you. Mama manodarpane tvam vikasito bhava. But you seem to be escaping. By virtue of being Kripa Purna. So here the word is Kriparnava. So and Purna Kriparnava. You are a Purna Kriparnava by virtue of that. The last verse. Mekaduta. Vidhuraitiva. Mayyanukrosha buddhya. Mekaduta. He says, hey Mekha, out of friendship or out of compassion for me, that this fellow is separated from his wife, you please come and help me. Sauhardadva vidharaitiva. Or merely out of compassion somebody is begging. So similarly here, akrandatopi. I may not be qualified, but since I am begging you, okay, why don't you do this? So all these are there, but still I am unable to see. So that is what is the sentiment that is described here. See, Tantu Prabho Tribhuvanika Maheshwaropi. You are the Ekaishvara. Ekaishvarya Prasaktaha. This is how the Kalidasa describes in one of the Natakas. Paryapta Shaktirapi Purna Kriparnavopi Akrandadopi Karunam Vidhivanchitasya Tyaktadarosi Mama Darshanamatrakepi. So that's what he is saying. Sakshat Prasanno Bhava.
Darshanamatrakepi.
Even for the response, let alone all other anugraha. Tyaktadarosi, you seem to have ignored me, even to give a darshan. Okay, now let us move on to the next one. Hamsaf Padmavanam, Hamsaf Padmavanam, Hamsaf Padmavanam, Samichhati yatha,
Samichhati yatha, Samichhati yatha,
Nilambudam Chatakaha,
Nilambudam Chatakaha, Nilambudam Chatakaha,
Kokah Kokanada Priyam,
Kokah Kokanada Priyam, Kokah Kokanada Priyam,
Pratidinam Chandram Chakorastatha, Pratidinam Chandram Chakorastatha, Pratidinam Chandram Chakorastatha, Cheto Vanchati Mamakam Pashupate, Cheto Vanchati Mamakam Pashupate,
चेतो वाञ्छति मामकं पशुपते
चिन्मार्गमृग्यं विभो
चिन्मार्गमृग्यं विभो चिन्मार्गमृग्यं विभो
गौरीनाथ
गौरीनाथ गौरीनाथ
भवत्पदाब्जयुगलम्
भवत्पदाब्जयुगलम् भवत्पदाब्जयुगलम्
कैवल्यसौख्यप्रदम्
कैवल्यसौख्यप्रदम् कैवल्यसौख्यप्रदम्.
In this world, the Kriya Pada is Vanchati. Vanchati means desires, deeply desires. Chetaha Vanchati. So who is the Karta? Karta is Chetaha. So Chetaha Vanchati. Kasya Chetaha Vanchati? Mamakam Chetaha. So my heart is something which is deeply desiring for. So deeply desiring for what? Deeply desiring for what? Bhavat padabjayugalam. That is the karma. Bhavat padabjayugalam mama chetaha vanchati. So it is seeking for thy feet. Okay. Padabjayugalam. Abja. Abja is generally added to Padakamala, Padabja. It is described as lotus. And it is described by the phrase Kaivalya Saukhya-pradam. Kaivalya Saukhya-pradam is an adjective to Bhavat Padabjayugalam. So this Padabjayugalam is something which can fetch me Kaivalya Saukhya. Kaivalya Saukhya means Moksha Sukham. So this, once it is there, it Kaivalya Saukhya Pradam. So it will give me, in fact, there is nothing which we need to think of elsewhere anywhere. The moment you are able to transcend the connections with the world, so even for a few seconds, if you are able to focus, then you are a mukta. So totally you are free from other kinds of connections with the world. So it can be a few seconds. Just think of a particular form. Think of a pada. Okay. So if you completely engage in that, then it is a mukti only. So kaivalye yat saukhyam tat pradadati. Mokshavasthayam. Moksha is essentially absolute freedom from bondages. So even if you can chant, whether it is Rudra or Sivanandalahari, for a few seconds, without any other thought, only what is described here, so it is a transcending phenomenon that you can experience. So that is how he is describing Bhavat Padabjayugalam Kaivalya Saukhya Pradam Mamakam Chetaha Vanchati. And this Kaivalya Saukhya, so when can you get, how can you get? Chinmarga Mrigyam. So Chinmarga is Jnana Marga. Okay. So Tarati Shokam Atmavit. So Atmavit Shokam Tarati. So through this Jnana, whatever Kaivalya can be obtained is something which your Padaravinda will give me. Okay. So Chinmargena Yat Mrigyam. Mrigyam means that which has to be searched for. Mrigyam. Okay. So Marganena Prapyam Mrigyam. Okay. So Chinmarga Mrigyam Yad Vastu Mokshakhyam Phalam tat tadrisha saukhyapadam tvatpadabja yugalam. Chinmarga mrigyam he vibho. The description. Gauri Natha. These two are adjectives. So Chinmarga mrigyam yat kaivalya saukhyam tat pradadatum samartham he Gauri Natha bhavat padabja yugalam me manaha vanchati. He is saying, so this is something which is desiring. Now, in order to effectively communicate how deeply I am seeking for, so he gives 4 similes here. In fact, the next 2 verses are also filled with plenty of similes. So, in this verse, you have 4 similes. The next verse, you may have more similes in the next verse. There are so many similes here. So, here he is explaining the longing through 4 examples. Hamsah padmavanam samichhati yatha. Yatha hamsaha padmavanam samichhati. As the hamsa seeks for the forest of lotuses. Forest of lotuses means a tank filled with lotuses. Hamsaha padmavanam yatha samichhati tatha me chetaha vanchati. Kim vanchati padabja yugalam vanchati. So this padabja yugalam and padmavanam, okay. So they are the objects. Hamsah padmavanam samichhati yatha. The next is Nilambudam Chatakaha. Chatakaha is a bird. Okay, this is all prasiddha in Kavi Samaya. So Chatakaha Nilambudam Yatha Vanchati. Nilambudam. Ambuda is cloud. Ambudadati is Ambuda. Jalada. Cloud. And it seeks for not an ordinary cloud which will come and go, whereas Nilambudam, thick cloud which will pour water. Nilambudam Chatakaha yatha vanchati. Then Kokanada priyam yatha vanchati. The word Kokaha refers to another kind of a bird which is also prasiddha in Kavi Samaya. This is otherwise called as Chakravaka. So there is a bird which is called Chakravaka. And this Chakravaka is seeking for sun. Kokanada priyam is referring to sun. How does it refer to sun? Kokanada. So Nadatiti. Nadati, or you can even say Nadayati. So Kokanada refers to Rakta Padma. Okay. So Rakta Kamala is what is called Kumuda or Kamala. So that which is red in color. So Kokanadasya Priya. So in the previous verse we had Varija Bandhavaha, referring to sun. Similarly, Kokanada Priyam means this Pushpa Rakta Padma only blossoms when seeing the sun. Okay. So Kokanada Priyam means, so these Kokanada Tasya Priya. So Koka is Chakravaka. So then Kokanada Tasya Priya means only when it blossoms. So these become happy. Okay. So the one who is making the red lotus bloom is Kokanada Priya. Kokanada Priya. Kokanada refers to Rakta Padmam. So Kokanada Priya is sun. Now this Chakravaka is something which gets immensely pleased with sun because it becomes happy only when it sees the sun. Unless this blossoms, it will not become happy. Now one can further think of why this is becoming happy when it is seeing the sun. See, so this Nadati Nadayati, my guess is in those days people would have observed this bird becoming, Nadati means making some noise. So Nadati, okay. Nudati means something, pushes. Nadati means it makes some noise. This noise would have been noted by people, various poets, and they would have imagined that this is something which is made out of great joy. Suppose you meet a lot of your friends, there will be terrible noise. See, nobody can hear the other crow. So this is how the joy will increase, and the joy is something which is seen through the conversation. So what people would have seen is this Chakravaka becomes extremely happy once this red lotus blooms. Understand? So once this red lotus blooms, it becomes extremely happy, and therefore they will look for when this phenomenon is happening. Now for this phenomenon to happen, the sun has to make the lotus bloom, and therefore it looks for when this is happening. So that is how we have to understand this. So like the Chataka, it always looks for, okay. So for it to be joyous, this has to bloom. This can be a natural phenomenon. Why does it happen? You cannot say. So why does the lotus bloom when the sun comes? Why does the owl see in the darkness? We cannot see. This is a natural phenomenon that is happening. And based on this observation, that it becomes very happy and it becomes unhappy when the sun sets, people would have formed this simile, is what my guess is. Koka Kokanada Priyam Yatha.
Kokanada means Kumuda.
Rakta Kusumam, Rakta Padma. Rakta Padmasya Priyam. Tukto Suryaha.
Kokanada katham agachati nadayati.
Nadati. Kokaha Nadanti.
Oh, tam drishtva.
Understand? Koka Chakravakan Nadati Athava Nadayati. You can say Chakravakan Nadati Nadayati Vaha. Yaha means that it refers to that Padma. Okay, Yad Darshanena Chakravakaha Mudita Bhutva Nadanti. Yad Darshanena Chakravaka Pakshinaha Atyantam Mudita Bhutva Nadanti. Tat refers to Kokanada. Kokanadam. Okay. So Kokanadam. Kokanada Priyam. One who is Priya for Kokanada. Okay, which makes it blossom. So since this happens, so this is seeking for that. That is how. Kokanada Priyam. Atamba. Kokaha Kokanada Priyam Yatha Vanchati. Then we have the fourth, Chandram Chakoras Tatha. So there is a fourth Pakshi which is listed. Okay, Chakora. So this Chakora Pakshi is looking for moon, because this in the Kavi Samaya, so when the moon sheds light, they will open their mouth and they will drink this. Okay, moon's rays is ahara for that. Understand? There are so many things like that in the world. Only when you see. So something derives energy from this, something derives energy from something else. So this Chakora Pakshi is like that. Chandram Chakoras Tatha. So first is Hamsa, then we have Chataka, then we have Koka, now we have Chakora. Hamsa Padmavanam Samichhati Yatha Nilambudam Chatakaha Kokah Kokanada Priyam Pratidinam Chandram Chakoras Tatha. So here this Pratidinam should be taken as Pratidinam Mama Chetaha Vanchati. Understand? So this Purnima will have, or you can even think of Pratidinam so as it seeks for when will the moon become full for me to, okay? So it can be integrated with many things. Understand? Hamsa Padmavanam Samichhati Yatha Nilam Budam Chatakaha Kokah Kokanada Priyam Pratidinam Chandram Chakoras Tatha Tatha Cheto Vanchati Mamakam Pashupate Chinmargamrigyam Vibho Gaurinath Bhavat Padabjayugalam Kaivalya Saukhya-pradam. So this verse we found 4 beautiful similes offered. The similes sort of help you to appreciate how deeply they are seeking for. Now, next one. Rodhastoya hritaha.
Rodhastoya hritaha.
Rodhastoya hritaha. Shramena pathikaha.
Shramena
pathikaha. Shramena pathikaha. Chayam taroho.
Chayam taroho. Chayam taroho.
Vrishtito bhitasvasthagriham.
Vrishtito bhitasvasthagriham. Vrishtito bhitasvasthagriham.
Grahasthamatithihi.
Grihasthamatithihi.
Grihasthamatithihi. Dinah prabham dharmikam. Dinah prabham dharmikam. Dinah prabham dharmikam. Deepam santamasa kulascha. Deepam santamasa kulascha. Deepam santamasa kulascha. Shikhinam shitavritastvam tatha.
Shikhinam
shitavritastvam tatha. Shikhinam shitavritastvam tatha. Chetas sarvabhayapaham brajasukham. Chetas sarvabhayapaham brajasukham. Chetas sarvabhayapaham brajasukham. Shambho padambhoruham. Shambho padambhoruham. Shambho padambhoruham. So this also you can see uses the word chetaha, but there is a difference between the previous verse and this verse. So there he says cheto vanchati mamakam pashupati. Now he is addressing the chetaha itself. He chetaha tvam padambhoru vraja. Vraja means you just go. Vraja. So he is directing his chetaha now. So this is addressed by this fellow. Okay. So this pramata, so addresses one of the instruments that he has. Okay. So antahkarana vishishtam chaitanyam pramata. Now he is addressing the antahkarana. The antahkarana. So you just go and meet the padambhor. Chetaha tvam vraja kutra vraja shambhoho padambhoruham sukham vraja. So happily go there. So happily go there. And there he is giving various similes here. Okay. And this Padambhorham is also described by another epithet in this verse. That epithet is Sarvabhayapaham. So Sarvabhayapaham, so that is a special usage here. Why is he using Sarvabhayapaham? Because, so there are 7 similes which are offered here in the first 3 quarters. And each one is a source of bhaya. Understand? So there are 7 things. So he is describing this is a bhaya, this is a bhaya, this is a bhaya. So for each of these bhaya there is a solution. So I have infinite number of bhayas. So therefore he says Sarva Bhayapaham. Total or bhayam nadakuma nadakada. So this is a major problem. So now once you have this Ishvara, so all the bhaya will go away. So first thing that he says is Rodhaha Toya Hritaha. Toya means Toya, water. Hrita means one who is carried away. Understand? Suppose you get into water. Suddenly there is a slip that happens. Then you will be washed away, right? Carried away. So in that situation, what will you think of? So what is there for me to cling? Right? No other thing that you will think of. Okay? Whether it is iPad or iPhone. So whatever it is. So nothing will come to your mind. I have to just get hold of something. This will be the thought. No other thought will be there. So similarly, O mind, so may you go there. Okay. As the thought of this fellow will be only towards something which he can cling to. Okay. So that which he can cling to is described as Rodhaha. Rodhaha means that entity, suppose you take a log of wood, that will also go with water. You understand? So Rodhaha means something which will be arresting the flow of water. So Ruddhanati. So Rodhaha. So a strong post so to which you can cling to. So this is what Rodhaha Toya Hritaha, as this fellow will seek for. Okay. So there are 6 more similes which we will take up in the next class. Okay. Om Sarve Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid